What's going on, guys, and welcome to Smash or Pass Your Setup. That's right, I asked you guys to send in photos of your gaming setups, and we're going to decide whether or not they're allowed to pass, or whether or not I get to smash them. Let's begin. Alright, let's begin with this first setup. Now, in order to keep things fairly anonymous, I've made sure that there aren't any names on things. That way people don't really know whose setups they are. But if you want to take a guess at who you think each of the setups are, you can do that in the comment section below. I'm going to start with this one. Fairly clean looking setup. I do kind of like it, but what's going on with the monitor? Like, you have a television as your monitor. It's too big. It's even too big to put on the desk, so you've got it on some stand or chair, or I don't really know what's going on here, but the fact that it's so big that it's actually hanging over the edges of the stand, by a bigger stand or a smaller television. I'm guessing it's plugged into a PC somewhere. I'm not quite sure where that is. Probably on the floor. Guys, don't put your PC on the floor. Put it on your desk. But obviously you don't have enough room on your desk for the actual PC. But other than that, it's clean. There's not a lot of junk around. I like it. It's nice and clean. I'm going to let this one pass. What's with this photo? I think there is a monitor back there. Maybe that's a television. Not quite sure. Showing a picture of a killer whale. I'm guessing there's a PC somewhere. Don't really know where that is either. Little bit hard to tell with all this food everywhere. I mean, come on, my guy. Like, clean up your desk. Go and put the dishes in the sink. Hell, help your mother out. Do the damn dishes. I do like the keyboard, though. I think that is kind of... Oh, hang on a second. Are they Q-tips? Have you got Q-tips on your desk? Seriously? And are they tissues? I don't want to know what is going on with this one. This one is disgusting. This one needs to be cleaned. In fact, this one needs to be smashed. Alright, so we're moving on. You know what? This one I like. It's clean, it's white, everything looks good, with maybe the exception of the box that you've got the monitor on. I don't know, maybe paint it white so that it matches everything else. Other than that, everything looks really, really clean. Although, I don't know what this whole wood thing is you've got going on the front of the monitor. What is that for? I'm not entirely sure. The fact that the entire thing is in a white room as well is kind of a little off-putting. Like, is there nothing you want to put on the walls? Maybe I'd put some posters up, maybe make it look good. Maybe you're not allowed, I don't know. But you know what? Honestly, this one actually is kind of clean. I really like the keyboard, the nice white keyboard, although they're really, really hard to keep clean. But you know what? I'm going to let this one pass as well. All right, well, we're moving on to something really, really nice. Obviously, we know which one this one actually is. The fact that Grant has his own custom wallpapers. I mean, I don't even have my own custom wallpapers. Maybe I should have. CaptDeadmeat wallpapers. Hey, if anyone's interested in making me a custom CaptDeadmeat wallpaper, let me know. But you know what? This one is really, really nice. Very, very clean. I'm guessing you tidied up before you took this photo, but I like the blue. You got the gamer chair. You got the awesome desk, including a nice place for the PC. Everything is out of the way. I really, really like that. Hell, you even have the Shure SM7B microphone, the microphone that every gamer that is a streamer uses. I really, really like this setup. You know what? This one definitely passes. Okay, now we're moving on to another nice setup. You know what? This one's fairly clean. I kind of like it. You got the big TV for your PlayStation or your PC. I can't really tell. Is there a PlayStation plugged in? The fact that you've got PlayStation controls on the actual screen indicates that it is plugged into a PlayStation somewhere. It's somewhere amongst that mess. There's a little bit of cable management that needs to be done. I notice you've sort of shoved everything behind the actual monitor itself, put it out of the way, which isn't too bad of an idea. You got a nice big desk. I actually really like the big desk. Nice comfy chair. I like that very, very much. A few knickknacks on the table. You got a picture frame on the actual table. Don't think I didn't see that. Picture frame face down. I mean, okay, that hides the fact of who you are. Maybe you're hiding something else. I don't know. But you know what? I kind of like this setup. This one looks clean. I like it. Let's make this one pass. Alright, so we're moving on to a brand new setup. This one is kind of cramped. You got the two monitors. The first monitor definitely needs some cleaning. Look at all those marks on it. Ugh, I don't really like that. That kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies. Ugh. Of course, you've got all the mouse, keyboard. Everything is sort of shoved in the corner there. All that cable management. You probably need to do something about that. Maybe put it in a cable box or something. But other than that, it's fairly clean. The blue microphone, the Blue Yeti microphones. I actually started with one of those microphones. Honestly, I don't like them. I don't like them being on my desk because every time you bang the desk or move things, it picks up that sound. It is much better to have them on a microphone arm. But hey, you know what? As your first microphone, it is a really, really good microphone. I do like you've got all the little knickknacks up the top on the shelf there. That's kind of cool. Nice little representation of who you are. But you know what? This setup's fairly clean. I kind of like it. You know what? I'm going to allow this one to pass as well. All right. I don't really know what I'm looking at in this one. We have a monitor. We have a PlayStation or something. What is he plugged into? No, it'll be a Nintendo Switch because he's playing Pokemon. We have shelves with DVDs and books. We have clothes. We have a bedspread with Minecraft on it. Toys everywhere. But I'm not really seeing a desk or chairs or anything. There's just stuff everywhere. I would trip over all this. It'd annoy the hell out of me. I would think this would be an uncomfortable setup unless you're sitting on a couch far away and then the screen is very, very small. So you know what? I'm gonna have to smash this one. Alrighty, time to move to another clean setup. Look at this one. This one's really nice. You got a nice corner desk, 2 monitors, you got the keyboard, the mouse, everything looks good. I think the mouse pad is actually a little bit too big. I know, it kind of looks like it's hanging over the edge, but I think it's an optical illusion of the actual desk. But other than that, it looks good. You've got a really nice background on that first monitor. I really like that. It's very, very cool. PC in the corner. I usually like to pick them up off the floor, but hey, you do you. Otherwise, most of the cables are out of the way. This one's fairly clean. Although, from the look of it, you kind of need a new gaming chair, dude. Look at this thing. Like, do you sit there and pick at it the entire time? Like... Either that or you get very, very frustrated and it wears out very, very quickly. Maybe it's time to get yourself a new chair. Other than that, you got a nice microphone, one of the Yeti microphones. I like this setup. It's clean. We're going to let this one pass. Nice job. Okay. I don't know what to say about this one. What is going on here? We've got 2 separate desks with the gigantic television taking over both desks with a gap in the middle. It is plugged into a Xbox that's on one side, so the cables across both desks. A very uncomfortable looking chair to sit in. Very cramped. I do like the cactus though. The cactus is a nice touch. A few pop figures there. But other than that, this is very cramped, very messy, very disorganized. And the fact that you've got your setup over multiple desks kind of just doesn't work for me. You know what? Unfortunately, I'm going to have to let this one get smashed. Okay, moving on to a brand new setup. We've got 2 monitors, keyboard, mouse, a very, very messy desk. It looks as if everything's just sort of shoved behind the desk, behind the actual monitors. We've got a webcam that is pointing downwards. Maybe they're showing their finger movement when they're playing like Fortnite. I'm not entirely sure. Some sort of Minecraft thing over in the corner there. A mouse pad that definitely needs to be replaced. It's starting to break away. And what's going on with the desk? You've got this large groove or cut in your desk and you've just put gaffer tape over the top of it. Like, is that your way of like fixing the desk? Just a bit of gaffer tape, it'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good, mate. No worries. I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that one. I'm guessing there's a PC somewhere. Obviously, it's not on the desk. Maybe it's under the desk. I don't know. But you know what? Honestly, this one is a bit of a mess. I'm going to have to smash this one. Okay, so I actually like this setup. It's a small little space. You got your mouse and keyboard, your monitor that fits nicely on the table. You got the PS5. Nice job on the PS5. A lot of people don't actually have one. And other than that, I would suggest cable management. Look, they're all over the floor. Let's get rid of the cables. Otherwise, you've worked with a small space and it works really, really well. I actually really like the pop figures in the front as well. I think there's a nice touch. You know what? I'm going to allow this one to pass. All right, so now we've got another clean setup. You got a nice clean desk. You got the blue gaming chair. The fact that the blue of the keyboard and the blue of the chair match is a nice touch. You got 2 monitors, although we're going to deduct points for the fact that you got 1 monitor stacked on top of books. But other than that, everything looks really, really clean on this. I really like the shelf with the little pop figures. Nice Star Wars collection there. I'm guessing the PC is somewhere, maybe on the floor somewhere. And is that a Majora's Mask hanging on the wall in the corner there? I think I didn't notice that. This is a really, really nice setup. Nice and clean. I like it. I'm going to let this one pass. Okay, so this is the first setup that we've seen that uses a laptop. You know what? I actually like this setup. It's nice and clean, with the exception of the cables that you've got going around on the floor. You've got that nice little Doctor Who collection over here. You got the switch in the corner, which I really like. But I really like this light here on the right-hand side, this blue light. It's a really nice atmosphere that's not too bright, not too in your face like a lot of the lighting setups that you have in some gaming setups. And I really like this one. You know what? I'm going to let this one pass. And this is what I mean by the really bright lighting setups. Look at this. There's a lot of red going on in this setup. You've got the red PC, the red mouse pad, the red keyboard, everything matches, which is a cool touch, but it's so much. There's just so much red everywhere. You know what? Apart from that, I actually like this setup. It's clean. Everything's tidy. I'm guessing you did actually tidy up before you took the photo. But apart from that, you know what? This setup is really nice. I like the fact that even your icons on the actual desktop are nicely organized, and that is a good thing because it gets really annoying if they're all over the place. You know what? I'm going to allow this one to pass as well. Okay, so a little bit hard to see what's going on in this one because the photo is a little bit out of focus, but we've got our two monitors. We've got mouse and keyboard. We've got a PS4, I think, on the left-hand side, and I'm assuming that is the PC on the right-hand side. It kind of looks like a 3D printer to me, but I'm pretty sure that's actually the PC, considering there are a lot of cables coming out of the back of it. I like the setup. A little bit messy though. There's a lot of stuff around the actual PC. You got all these cables and bits and pieces. I do like the creeper little plushie sitting there as well. But I actually really like your game over sign that hangs above the top. I need to get my hands on one of those. I'm not entirely sure where you actually got that. Let me know in the comments below. I'd be curious to find one. I also do really like, well, I didn't notice it at first when I looked at this photo, but on the very far right hand side, you got a Godzilla just peeking out from the corner there. I think that's a really cool touch. You know what? I like this one, with the exception of it being a little bit messy. You know what? I'm gonna allow this one to pass. Okay, so this is a true gamer setup. You've got your mouse, keyboard, controller, headphones, and G Fuel. That's all you need. Everything you need to crank 90s for a very long time. You know what? It's clean, it's nice. Looks like you're working with a really small space. I kind of like it. You know what? I'm gonna allow this one to pass too, just by the fact you got some G Fuel ready to go. Okay, so now this is a setup. This is an amazing setup. Fantastic monitors, beautiful colors, everything neat, everything tidy. Oh, wait a second. This is my setup. That's right. This is the best setup in all of the collection because, well, it's my setup. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments below if you like this setup, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, if you guys want to be part of some of the other videos that I'm going to be doing, jump on into the Discord. There's plenty of opportunities for you guys to become part of the videos as well. And until next time, guys, thank you very much. And don't forget to respawn.